Hi guys, it's me, and today we're checking out something a little different but still super important when it comes to performance, reliability, and power delivery. If you're into heavy-duty machinery, trucks, or engines that rely on Cummins technology, you already know that fuel injection pumps are basically the heart of the engine. Without a solid pump, you don't get smooth combustion, you don't get proper fuel atomization, and eventually, your engine won't perform the way it's supposed to. So the product I want to talk about is the 3,931,600 fuel injection pump, also known as the 393-1600, which is compatible with Vector X2 and X4 Ultra Cummins engines. For anyone who's serious about engine performance, reliability, and long-term durability, this is one of those upgrades or replacement parts that makes all the difference. Now let's break this down. A fuel injection pump isn't just a piece of metal with moving parts. It's a highly engineered component that controls fuel delivery with incredible precision. Think about it, every time your engine is running, the pump is making sure that fuel is delivered at exactly the right time, at exactly the right pressure, and in exactly the right quantity. And if you mess that up, you don't just get poor performance, you can actually cause long-term damage to your engine. That's why this 3,931,600 fuel injection pump is such a big deal. It's specifically designed to integrate with Cummins engines like the Vector X2 and X4 Ultra models, which means you're not dealing with a one-size-fits-all solution. This is a purpose-built pump, tuned and engineered to match the demands of those engines. When you look at Cummins engines, you know they're built for heavy-duty performance. Whether it's for commercial trucks, industrial equipment, or high-demand applications, these engines are expected to run long hours under tough conditions. And that's where the pump really shines. It's designed to deliver consistent, reliable fuel performance no matter the workload. One thing people often underestimate is just how much a bad pump can cost you in the long run. If your injection pump isn't performing properly, you'll notice things like hard starts, misfires, loss of power, increased fuel consumption, and even black smoke from the exhaust. These aren't just annoyances, they're signals that your engine isn't getting what it needs. Over time, that means more wear, more downtime, and more money out of your pocket. So replacing your pump with a high-quality one like this 3,931,600 is not just a repair, it's an investment in your engine's future. Let's talk build quality for a second. The pump is made to handle the extreme pressures and fine tolerances required for modern diesel fuel systems. We're talking about components that operate with clearances measured in microns, meaning everything has to be manufactured to an incredibly precise standard. That's why compatibility matters. You don't just slap any pump onto a Cummins engine and expect it to work. It has to be designed and tested for that engine, which is exactly what we've got here. Another cool thing here is the efficiency. A well-functioning pump like this doesn't just improve engine power, it also improves fuel economy. And with diesel prices always fluctuating, that's a real benefit. Better combustion efficiency also means reduced emissions, which helps keep your engine compliant with environmental standards. If you're wondering about installation, this isn't necessarily a DIY project for everyone. Because fuel systems operate under such high pressures, installing an injection pump usually requires professional tools and knowledge. But once it's installed correctly, you can expect years of reliable performance, as long as you maintain your engine properly. Now, I also want to mention that there are a lot of knockoff or low-quality parts floating around online. The thing about injection pumps is that they're easy to copy visually, but much harder to replicate in terms of performance. Cheap materials or poor tolerances mean you'll end up replacing that pump again much sooner, and possibly damaging other parts of your engine in the process. That's why it's crucial to get a pump that's not only